So let's reverse a string. Let's say A is programming. How do it reverse it? We know how to take out each from this string, each character from this string we know. So we're gonna use that to our advantage. We use the string concatenation method to add that values. For that, I equals to 0 to get the indexing, and while I is less than length of a, we know that word, we can just count it out and write it len a. So now we take out each character. For that, let's say reversed a, reverse a empty string. Reverse a is empty string, so reverse reverse a. In reverse a, we should add reverse a. We should add the reverse a first, and at last we can give a and I. This will. Now we have to use incremental operator. Let's print it out. Reverse a. Okay. Okay, that's not correct. So we can use reverse a plus reverse a. This way it should be done. Okay, now it's correct. Now let's start with another one with 26 number. We're gonna solve the 26. Place a break statement in the for loop so that it prints from 0 to 7 only. So it's simple. Let's call it bracket 7.py. Now let's assign a initialization variable while, and we have given the range, so while I is less than 50. Now we have to give when I is 7, then it should break the statement and come out of the while loop. For that, we have to choose decision. If I is, so if I is equals to 7, equals to 8. If I equals to 8, or let's say for easy method I will use 7, and if I equals to 7, we should break the statement. Before breaking out of the loop, we should print it out. So print I, it will print the I, and we need something for the incrementation. So I plus equals to 1. This will increment the I. Before the break is, after the break is in, at the last we should use the increment operator. Now let's run the Python file, and yes, from 0 to 7, including 7, it will print. So now another problem, 27. Write a for loop that iterates through a string and prints every letter. This is as simple as user string equals to input, enter a string. Now let's give I the value of the index, because we're gonna take out each and every character from the string and print it. So we will use indexing because that's only the method available while using the while statement. So as a while, so we're gonna do up to the length of the string. So string and colon, enter. Now let's print use a string with the index of I, and we need the incremental operator at the last. Now let's print it. So that's the print. Now 28, which prints hello. Okay, let's make a list and add a string in front of them. Now let's get some names. Let's say a variable named names have names of everyone. So we should put the string inside the double quote or single quotes, inverted commas. Is Vivek and you, and especially can't miss these names. Okay. Again, after that, let's add hello to each element of this names list and print it out. For that, we're going to initialize our index variable, and then while statement, and in while statement I should be less than names length of the names, as we did before. Now we have to select or print each name. So for that we would use print statement, print the names with the index I. By doing this we can only print, okay, sorry again, because I missed out on the incremental operator. Now let's run the code again. Okay, now let's run the code again. Now we got the names, but we have to add hello in the before the names. So let's type hello, and using a comma or using the plus sign we can add them like this, or you can use comma will separate them, so I don't need this space. So in 29, similar, add doctor, is similar, so I'm gonna copy and paste it out. Instead of hello, we're gonna write doctor. That's it. Now in 30, write a loop of for loop which appends the square of each number to the new list. So it's just square list by, as we have already done the cube list. With the cube of list, it's similar to square list with a twist. Instead of 3, we are gonna use 2. That's it. This will generate new list with the squares of the given list. Now let's go to 31. So it should extract all the positive numbers. Positive list only by. Let's copy this list 1. So the list we are given is this one. Let's copy the list. Now of course we have to select each category. We will use indexing, and let's start the indexing variable with I equals to 0. Now while format, and I should be always less than length of the list. So let's decide, does each element is smaller than 0 or not. For that we have to use decision statement, which is if. So if list 1 element, list 1 with the index I is less than 0, then it should append in the new list. Okay, sorry, it's greater than 0, it should append in the new list. So I will create a positive list, a blank positive list, so that I can append the values. That append what? List 1 I. So this will get all the positive numbers to append at the positive list. Now after it has appended, don't forget to use the increment operator in the while statement. Now let's print positive list from the given list. So run one Python file. Here are the positive numbers from the list. Now let's go to 32. So in the 32, write a program that prints all the numbers from 0 to 6 except 3 and 6 given list. So here's the given list. Let's copy the given list, keep it here. Here's the list. I'll just name the list numbers. Now let's access each one. So here's the indexing variable, and let's go with the while I is less than len numbers, as you all know. Now when is I less than